It is Wednesday, March 3. Welcome to CGN News. Health authorities in Barbados have identified 11 COVID-19 hotspots in communities across the island, Chief Medical Officer Dr. Kenneth George said during a press briefing Monday evening, emphasizing that contact tracing was vital in suppressing the outbreak. George said health officials had noticed a, quote, new pattern where many of the primary contacts were occurring in families. He added that while the disease was spreading at the community level, it was being transmitted mostly from household to household within neighborhoods. One of the strategies the ministry has implemented is taking individuals out of their homes based on their level of risk and placing them in designated quarantine hotels to reduce the spread of the virus within families. Over 5,000 government officials will be among the first Jamaicans to be given COVID-19 vaccines. The first batch of vaccines is expected to arrive in the country this week to kickstart Phase 1 of the vaccination plan. The plan indicates that the 5,599 government officials will be vaccinated before 16,000 healthcare workers in March, but the Ministry of Health and Wellness has since clarified that efforts to vaccinate both groups will be done at the same time. More than 247,000 Jamaicans are being targeted for vaccination in the first phase between March and April. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton has defended the decision to inoculate government officials as a matter of priority. Experts have hit out at a plan by the Dominican Republic to build a wall on its border with Haiti to reduce illegal immigration, claiming it won't work unless accompanied by development. The Dominican Republic and Haiti share the island of Hispaniola and are separated by a 240-mile border. Dominican President Luis Abinader announced Saturday that work on a border wall would begin in the second half of the year. Juan del Rosario, a professor at the Autonomous University in Santo Domingo, said there should not be a wall while there remains extreme poverty and political instability in Haiti, which exerts migratory pressure. William Charpentier, coordinator of a migrant and refugee body, says the funds for a wall could be better spent elsewhere. He says the idea of building walls between peoples awakens, quote, resentment, xenophobia, and racism, end quote. Jamaica's Commissioner of Police, Major General Anthony Anderson, has given directions that a policeman seen in a viral video in a, quote, compromising position be interdicted with immediate effect. The video has been making the rounds on social media. The policeman, who was dressed in uniform, was recorded doing a sexual act in what appears to be the back of a motor car. The Constabulary's Corporate Communications Unit, the CCU, says the Inspectorate and Professional Standards Oversight Bureau, the IPROB, has launched an investigation into the activities captured on video. The Caribbean is hunting for visitors and vaccines to jumpstart the stalled economy in one of the world's most tourism-dependent regions. Clear waters and warm sand attracted a record 31.5 million tourists to the Caribbean in 2019, but visits plummeted by an estimated 60 to 80% as the pandemic hit last year. Vincent Vanderpool Wallace, a former Bahamian tourism minister who also led the Caribbean Tourism Organization, told the Associated Press that countries prefer hurricanes compared to what has happened with the pandemic. Desperate to create safe conditions for tourism, the Caribbean is turning to India and China for vaccines. A few have been fortunate to get quick shipments, while others could wait weeks, if not months. The Caribbean Examinations Council, the CXC, has released the timetable for the Caribbean Secondary Examination Certificate and Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examinations. According to the official document, the first exam will take place on June 1, while the last will occur on July 16. In a statement on Tuesday, Trinidad's Ministry of Education sought to advise the public on the decisions taken at the Council for Human and Social Development, a body which falls under CARICOM. As the region manages the effects of COVID-19, the ministry said it will continue to liaise with all stakeholders to ensure that children have the best chance of success in their terminal examinations. Australia's Attorney General Christian Porter has found himself at the center of a rape accusation, an allegation he strongly denies. A letter sent to Prime Minister Scott Morrison last week alleged Mr. Porter raped a 16-year-old girl in 1988. The woman took her own life last year. New South Wales police have closed their investigation into the matter. Morrison has previously rejected calls for his minister to stand down. Porter, 50, said on Wednesday, quote, "The things that are being claimed did not happen," end quote. Porter said he had the Prime Minister's full backing. Japanese billionaire Yusaku Maezawa has invited 8 members of the public to join him for a trip around the moon on Elon Musk's SpaceX flight. He said he will pay for the entire journey, so those who come on board will fly for free. The mission, called Dare Moon, is scheduled to fly in 2023. Applicants need to meet 2 criteria. They should advance whatever activity they are in to help other people and greater society in some way, and are, quote, willing to support other crew members who share similar aspirations, end quote, he said. A top Nike U.S. executive has stepped down after her son's booming sneaker resale business became public. Ann Hibbert, Nike's general manager for North America, resigned following a Bloomberg Businessweek article. It reported that the son used a credit card in her name to purchase shoes for his business. Nike defended Hibbert's conduct, saying she had disclosed her son's West Coast streetwear firm in 2018. The article says 19-year-old Joe Hibbert used bots to swarm online sales sites, overcoming systems meant to restrict purchases to buy up popular limited edition sneakers. In one case, he bought $132,000 worth of shoes, which he resold for a profit of $20,000. He told Bloomberg he never received information from his mother, who worked for the firm for more than 25 years. In a statement yesterday, VP Records says the global reggae fraternity will recognize the passing of Neville O'Reilly Livingston, better known as Bunny Wailer, as the end of an era. Bunny, the last surviving member of the Wailers chord trio with Bob Marley and Peter Tosh, passed away Tuesday at 73. Bunny Wailer was a singer, songwriter, percussionist, and activist, and an icon of reggae music. He was a 3-time Grammy Award winner for his albums Time Will Tell, Crucial, Roots Classics, and Hall of Fame. VP Records said his achievements and impact on reggae music are monumental, and his voice will be sorely missed. That's it for CGN News. I'm Scott Wilson. Thanks for watching.